All right, I'm about to initiate a little change in direction here. The fella that was working on our house took my fence down. We used to have a fence that went all the way around this, and we were down in Georgia and he was working on the front of the house. So he took the fence down and he moved some stuff. Actually, he rerouted the fence over to that corner while he was working on this. Well, he's done working on the front of the house, and Honey Baby made the comment last night that she wishes she had her fence back so that we could bring the dogs out and sit on the front porch like we used to. So I said, sure, we can do that. So there's a pile of fence stuff up underneath that bush over there, that big yellow bush. And when he took my fence down, I rolled it up and stuffed it over in there. I'm gonna pull it out, but I'm gonna leave this little piece up until we get the poles, until I get the poles back in place. And then I'll come and take that down and we'll reroute that. And we'll move this gate back to the other side of the house where it used to be. And that's gonna be the plan. And one of the things I'll probably need to do first is rebuild this corner. I restacked this wall I think last year, but this corner here is kind of getting ready to tumble down. So what I did with the front of the wall is I changed and made a more severe angle, and that seemed to have do the trick. So I'm gonna come out here and dig out, pull these stones out and put them at an angle so they'll work here. One of the cool things, I was up here trimming around this the other day, is we got these little tiny blue flowers growing all in amongst the fence, and they're all across here, and I love that. I don't know what they are. They're probably some kind of weed or some kind of wildflower, but I certainly don't mind. I certainly don't mind a bit. I think it's just great. Very nice. So I guess my first task is going to be to get me some fairly decent gloves and crawl up under that bush over there and pull out fence material and see what I got and where I can go with it. Oh joy. And I got busy and I didn't wind up making videos after a certain point, but here's the start of it. I've got the gate up, and you know, the part where it comes from the house to the gate and then starts the fence going around the house. Now you might notice these big yellow blobs down below. What that is I saw online this synthetic fence post stuff. It's basically a chemical. You mix two parts and pour a little bit down in the fence post and it swells up. Well, apparently it swelled up a lot more than I realized, which is kind of almost the same thing that happened last time I used it. I haven't yet acquired the ability to mix it up and have it work, but it works. I mean, it seems like it's pretty much just the ticket for, you know, fixing a fence post for it to be good and solid. And I wanted these ones to be, because obviously they operate, you know, everything needs to stay put, and the ground up here ain't that solid. So I got enough fence to come through about here, and then I got that much fence that you see laying in the yard, and then I got fence from over about where that bird feeder is up to where the corner where the gate used to be. So I think there should be enough here to go all the way back around to where it was before, but if not, I've also got a little extra, well, this little piece of extra fence right there that I pulled from over yonder that I wasn't using, and I got some more out back in a place or two, secret hiding locations, you know. So I just want to show y'all what I had done so far. I'm pretty happy with my work, and we're looking forward to being able to sit out here with both the little doggies, and they can run around, and we can all sit on the porch and watch the tractors drive by. Oh, it'll just be glorious. Okay then. I got some more parts on the hot rod today, on the rat rod, and that's going to be glorious too. I have got some things in my mind that I want to do, and I'm looking forward to that, but I wanted to get this fence fixed. And I think it's, you know, the hardest part is the gate. So I think probably if we have half decent weather tomorrow, I can get out here and finish that right up and all. Okay. Good morning, world. The sky is looking a little bit threatening, but maybe we can still get some work done without getting rained on too much. Yesterday I began the process of putting this fence up. I've got the gate nicely settled in. I mentioned yesterday that I used some of this foam stuff, and apparently I used way too much. It expands, and it expanded a lot. That's a good firm hold. So what I'm going to do is get me a cutting knife first thing and just cut this stuff away at the bottom that's obviously it's blocking the gate, more or less. So yeah, we need to work on that, and I certainly can. Rapids right now. The trees haven't leaved out yet, but you can see it as it comes along behind my neighbor's shed over there and goes down through here, goes up under the river. By the time it comes out here, the water's much smoother and flatter. There's a long several miles of rapids that goes up the road there. So a lot of people come out here and ride those things in their little short kayaks and stuff in the summertime. Yeah, let's see what we can do about that. So the next thing I'm going to do is take down this pole here, because I think this is the pole that should be my corner piece, my corner pole over there where I'm working. So when I got through, I had enough to do all the way to there, and I was short one little piece. Now this is, I didn't have any more of that size pipe. This is some pipe that Stan gave me. It's part of an old tent frame. And this small end fits into the end of that pipe. And I didn't have a thing to mount it to the fence, so I took and drilled that out on my drill press. I believe that's going to be perfect. I didn't want to really have to go to town to buy one of those little pieces, so that got me there, so that's good enough. It occurred to me I probably ought to call my channel the Good Enough Fix It Guy or something like that, because that's kind of my motto. Good enough. So I need to take this bunch of fence here loose and run it down through here, and then I got another piece that I'm hoping will attach to it, and that things will work out well. We'll see how easy it is to get that loose from the ground to start with. Okay, that's a pretty good start. Now what I'm going to have to do next is weave a piece together with that one, and it'll probably be this piece, and this end down here has a rod in it, and that rod will connect to that pole if that's long enough. If it's not, I might have to splice another little piece on the end, but oh, the best way to find out is to do it. So let's do it. So I'm just going to pick this up and walk it around. Sometimes if you can keep from dragging this over itself, you'll lessen the likelihood of it sticking to itself, which I just did not do. Now I got it all in a mess. I was trying though. I was trying to do right. I'm going to show you how this is done about as well as I can. Basically, these have to be woven back together, and what you do is you take one strand of this loose, twist it out, and then you twist it back in, and when you twist it back in, you twist it in such a way that it sews these ends together. Now, if you can see me, I am twisting this out so that it's coming up. By the way, someone had already cut off the bottom piece of this. The bottom there's a little locker on the bottom. Basically, it's a place where you bend the wire when it comes out with. Probably whoever took this apart split it there. So be able to use the same piece of wire to put it back together. Well, I tell you, it's pretty cold out here today because I'm working. I'm not feeling real cold, but I can tell it is cold because I can certainly feel I'm working hard enough to sweat, and I can feel the sweat chilling from the cold wind blowing. So yeah, I feel that. So we're gonna just twist this right back in to this piece right here. Every time we go around, we'll pick up another piece. We'll tie the two of them together as we go down. We twist it, catch it, twist it, catch it, twist it, catch it, twist it, catch it. And I found an old piece here on the bottom, but I don't want to leave in there because it looks tacky. So let's see if I can get the bottom loose. See if I can get that out. Hard part, just make sure I don't cut loose the wrong piece. I want to cut loose the good piece. I want to cut loose the extra pieces hanging off there. Okay, now I should be able to hook the top piece back. Maybe not. I mean, that's about as close as I can get hooking it back. That's okay. We can live with this. And I said a while ago, good enough. It's good enough. I did do something weird over here, or I'm going to. This wire runs inside the fence, but when I get to this part right here, I'm gonna run it outside. And you see how this fence rail kind of goes high, which will allow me to get under it. I'm gonna go outside this one because I want this to pull these 2 points together. So sit y'all over here, we'll see how close we are, how much more fence we need to make this work. I'm gonna hang that and make the laser slide. I'll turn y'all. See what I'm doing down yonder as I go. Now it seems to me like this piece down here needs to come down a little bit more. I think what I'm going to do is take this apart right here so that I can hammer this piece down some more. It'd be nice if I could drive this down without making a lot of dents in the top, so I have to saw it off some more. So I'm going to try doing something about like this to kind of negate the shock. Got the rain. Oh, the joy. Hey! How you doing?
Hi.
We're close.
I know. I see that. I'm excited.
I think I gotta add just a little bit.
Yeah. Oh,
But boy, that's close.
oh man.
Yeah.
Minus that little bit, huh?
We are getting there.
Do we even have new hooks?
These are left over
Oh, wow.
from before when I did it before.
Ah.
The only thing I didn't have, I broke a hook like this, so I made one right here out of a piece of other type of metal.
Oh, look at that.
So I didn't want to drive to Home Depot
No.
just for something like that. It's pretty cool. Didn't take me too long to.
Huh?
Shouldn't take me too long to sew up another little short piece over here and
Yeah.
have this all done.
Wow. It's awesome, honey.
Yeah, thank you, honey. Should keep the doggies happy.
Huh?
Should keep
Oh,
the doggies
yeah.
happy.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Ah. Huh.
Turn this off. I'm gonna turn this off so I can flirt with my wife. Talk to y'all later. Bye. So, another section here. Okay. I'm gonna get my little short piece. I'm going to snip off this little piece on the bottom. That's going to make this harder to do, I think. Now that should go in there pretty easy. Just like we did before. I got a broken piece here. I didn't even realize I had. Okay. So, I'm gonna take that off. Anyway. It's okay though, we'll still get there. We just have to take a different road. Alrighty then. We're getting close, y'all. Well, I gotta go get one more screw like this, and I should be able to fasten this thing up and call it good. Alright, let's see if we can finish this thing up here. I just went around there and got me a screw. Then I walked in and got me a battery. And now I don't have my screw. What did I do with it? Sorry me. Now I gotta go find it again. Find another screw. Step back. I think I might go find me another screw and put another one right here on this front side. If I could use one. That won't take much, then I'll be done. Oh joy. Oh, there she is. Good enough to keep the dog in. I'm tired now. Physically, I mean, all my parts are sore. There she is, straight on by. Charlie says, I know the way. I know about all this. What's your buddy? Hey, honey. I won't pick up. There's two little pieces of wire here. Just Charlie might step on. Just throw them inside the door out.
Guys? Wow! And Charlie's gonna be in the flowers. Yeah. Look at that! How cool is that, Charlie? You got the front yard again. Oh, baby, wow!
Okay then, I'll put the tools away and then we'll call it a day for this. We'll call it a job for this part. I got a little trimming to do where I put that foam in over there. Sometimes it's a good idea to stop and get a drink of tea. I live next to a limestone quarry, and these stones on the edge had over the years sunken down so that my porch, which used to be kind of level, wasn't any longer. I was thinking of what I could put underneath them to try to level them back up. And I realized that any dirt I put under there is just going to wash away again. So instead, I got my neighbor to bring me a bucket of limestone dust, which I put underneath these and re-leveled this area so that I could get this part of the porch to sit level again. I could actually stand to do something like that all out in here. This kind of leans, but it doesn't bother me too much, just the way it is. But this did, just because it did. So I'm gonna go get me a glass of tea and sit here and enjoy this wonderful day until I catch my breath. And then we'll come back and set some more stones in place, and then we'll see where we're at after that. All right. Probably come back and do some more broom work later, but I'm kind of pooped. So let's say goodbye for today, and tomorrow maybe we'll be out in our hot rod garage. More than likely, we'll see. Oh, the joy.